Is Big Pharma hiding cures and promoting over-the-counter drugs? Or is that just a huge misunderstanding of how medicine actually works? Where is the truth? Okay, let us try to unpack one of the most controversial health debates of our time. You have probably heard it before: Big Pharma suppression theories. The idea is that pharmaceutical companies actively block cheap or natural cures just to protect their profits by selling lots of drugs. This often centers on treatments that cannot be patented, things like herbs, lifestyle changes, or traditional remedies. Now, this mistrust did not just appear out of nowhere. After all, there is no smoke without fire. Let us see where it all started. Pharmaceutical companies have faced some serious scandals. Think about the opioid crisis, selective reporting of clinical trial data, and super-aggressive marketing tactics. These cases prove that profit incentives can, and sometimes do, distort behavior even within a regulated system. So, the skepticism is understandable. So how does modern or allopathic medicine actually work? Well, it relies heavily on randomized controlled trials, standardized dosing, and strict regulatory approval. Any new treatment has to prove it's both safe and effective for large populations. But it is also incredibly expensive, very slow, and naturally favors patentable drugs that justify massive research and costs. On the other hand, you have holistic medicine. This approach puts a huge emphasis on prevention, lifestyle changes, and individualized care. We're talking about things like nutrition, herbal medicine, mindfulness, and acupuncture. Many people swear by these methods and report amazing benefits. Of course, this makes sense, since it involves treatment that is as natural as possible. The main challenge, however, is that much of this field lacks large-scale clinical trials before they can be integrated into mainstream medical systems. What about those specific examples you always hear about, like vitamins, turmeric, cannabis, or even fasting? In most cases, these weren't suppressed. It's more that they lacked consistent evidence, a standardized dose, or the funding for clinical trials. In fact, when strong evidence does emerge for something, mainstream medicine often starts to adopt it. So, the real tension here isn't a battle between medicine and nature. It's really about economics versus evidence. This creates a powerful systemic bias, but that may or may not necessarily point to a global conspiracy. Food for thought, I know. Ultimately, critical thinking is what matters most here. It's smart to question profit motives, absolutely. But it's just as important to demand solid evidence. The future of healthcare probably isn't a choice between pharma or holistic medicine, but rather a smarter, more transparent integration of both. Thanks for watching, and if you found this insightful, make sure to follow for more.